Well, hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. It's Sean from Seankbeauty, and this is Seank's Beauty Bar, where we grab from the bar and discuss all things beauty. So hi, hello, a very warm welcome to you. If you are new to my channel, I hope that you would definitely join the community. Hit the like button, share, and subscribe. And also follow me on Instagram, where I'm active over there, and I'm literally talking about fashion and beauty, and I'm doing giveaways on my Instagram platform as well. So definitely check me out at Seankbeauty over there. So today I really wanted to touch on a few of your questions that I did get recently. All of it is really, again, about skincare, retinols versus retinoids, copper peptides, scars. So we're going to cover that in this video. For anyone who is new, my background is microbiology and biochemistry. I bring it to your questions, but I also do makeup and we do fashion on the weekends, so on Saturdays. And I'm really going to get into that because I miss it a ton, and I have a lot of stuff that I got in that's just sitting here that I definitely want to unbox with you all. So let's get into this. But before we do, I really want to put a disclaimer out here. Everybody wants a quick fix, and I get it. We want to have the healthy hair really fast. We want to have the healthy skin really fast. But the problem with this, the disconnect in it all, is understanding who we are as human beings. We have a mind, we have a body, and we have a spirit. So all of those things need proper nutrients, environments to thrive, so that you as a whole can have the healthy hair and the healthy skin. Does that make sense? So today I was listening to a podcast from a scientist for Sakara. Sakara is a meal prep organic sort of store that actually will mail out meals to you, whether you want to do a meal plan or if you want to do it a la carte. And they're very much about eating healthy and healthy living. And I know that I've mentioned that a couple of times on my channel, but everybody wants to know, but what do I put on my skin? What can I put on my skin aside from the lifestyle? It's not an afterthought. All of these work together to give you cumulatively the desires that you want. One of the beautiful subscribers down below said, well, I have anxiety, da 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 da. Anxiety does play into breakouts. Anxiety does play into hair loss. Anxiety and stress, they all take a toll on us as human beings because the body is a behavioral device. It's going to go in the direction that your mind takes it. So it means that we have to place ourselves in a positive space with the things that we read, with the things that we listen to, first and foremost. So de-stressing, right? Finding yourself around the right friends, making sure that your concentric circle is of positive people that give you love and that you can give love to. The next thing is we want to eat nutrient-rich foods. We want to find foods, if you're looking for that whole retinol result without all of the irritation and side effects, why not eat vitamin A rich foods? And it only takes going on Google to give you that information. And there's power in the plants. And if we do our due diligence, we will see that the microbiomes of the gut and that of the face will give you the results that you want. So everything needs to be homeostatic, right? We need a healthy spirit, we need a healthy mind, and we need a healthy body. And then we can go ahead and start using topically all of these pH balance products and making sure that we're cleaning our tools and sanitizing our makeup. Those are practices that we put in place as well. But I want to give context to everything. And if you're a man, you really want to sanitize even your shavers, your space where you're shaving, make sure that you've disinfected everything, washing your hands. Like all of this plays into having healthy skin and healthy hair. So I just wanted to bring that to you all's attention first. And let's not assume that products that are recommended to us is actually what we need. I know that I went to my esthetician 3 days ago, and I thought that I should try or do a chemical peel. And she said, absolutely not. You don't need a chemical peel. Let's do an extraction when you come back in. Let's do a regular facial, because what you may think is hyperpigmentation, because I had a few little spots on the side of my face, it could be freckles. And I did not think that it could be freckles. I'm giving you context because this is important for you to understand that what you think you may not need because there's another solution, or what you think it is that you're dealing with may not be what you're dealing with. And so seeking a professional is definitely necessary so that you're making the right steps in your skincare journey, if that makes sense. So let's go into answering your questions, but I just wanted to give that context as a solid padding that we can launch from moving further on in this video. All right, friends, so let's talk about copper peptides. This was a question that I got. And what copper peptides are, if those of you are not familiar with it, it is a naturally occurring copper complex. And it was first isolated in the human plasma meaning the liquid part of your lymph or blood. And typically you'd find copper in your saliva and your urine. Now, what is great about copper peptides versus retinoids, because this is why people would opt for the copper peptides over a retinol or a retinoid, is the fact that it is less irritating. Does the same thing as far as stimulating collagen and elastin. The other part of it is that it actually gets rid of damaged elastin and damaged collagen. So that's the benefit of copper peptides. So most people will opt for the copper peptide route other than going the retinol route. Also, there is another product called bakuchiol, which I talked about a lot, naturally occurring from the bakuchiol seed that gives you the same results as retinol, but with no irritation. And I haven't heard anybody talk about the irritation, and the case studies have proven that when they tested those with the retinol products versus those with the bakuchiol products, those with the bakuchiol product had no irritation, and the ones that did have it had to stop because it was just overwhelming. So these are some of the things that I really want to bring to my channel, because especially with me having millennials on here as well, and Generation X, I really don't want you using this stuff unless it's recommended by a dermatologist. Something as strong as a retinoid may not be what you want to go with. A quick story, someone had told me in the comment section below, a teenager, that he was always told that he had young looking skin, and then the moment he started putting on the retinoid or the retinol that he was using, he found that people started thinking that he was in his 30s. So it was actually doing the opposite of what he was expecting. So it was making him look older as opposed to younger. Not everybody has those results, and I get it. However, like I said, under a microscope, you've got to remember when you're speaking to cells that naturally want to do what they want to do, and you're forcing them in the direction of going faster, you're going to get some malfunction happening. So that's all I'm going to say to that. So let's move on to the next question. All right, friends, so the next question is, and I thought this was a good one, what is the difference between a retinol and a retinoid? And you hear the term retin-A and retinols and retinoids, and you're trying to figure out what does it really mean. So I'm going to give you it in its simplest form, okay? So a retinol is actually the milder version, the over-the-counter version of your retinoid. Retinoids tend to be so irritating to the skin that people take the products back. And so retinols now are over-the-counter products that you can use that are milder than your retinoid. Your retinoid then is a stronger prescription drug like tretinoin, tazarotene, adapalene. So those ones you definitely want to seek a dermatologist on. Tretinoin, the generic name is Retinol. So there you go. So now you know the difference between a retinol, just a milder version that you can get over the counter, and still a retinoid. It's a specific type of retinoid, but a milder version of it. And a retinoid is literally your stronger prescription drugs like I said, tazarotene, adapalene, and tretinoin. All right, so let's move on to the next question. All right, friends, so the next question that I got was, how do I deal with enlarged pores? Now, I've talked about this a lot in my previous videos, but I do want to touch on this again. Bringing back content when there's new viewers really helps for this, not only to stay in the front of the minds of those who have been with me for a while, but also is new information for those that are new to my channel, and I get that. So here's some of the steps that you can do, and hopefully to the person that asked me this question, you can incorporate this into your routine if you aren't already. One of the things that you want to do is to make sure that you're using a pH balance cleanser or pH balance products. If you're a woman, your pH on the face should be a 5.5, and if you're a man, a 5.8. So the key then becomes finding pH balance products between a 4.5 and a 6. Drunk Elephant, SkinCeuticals, Paula's Choice, Estée Lauder, all of them have really great products that are pH balanced. So that would be the first thing when you're cleansing the skin. The second thing is exfoliation, whether that is twice a week. I do a mild exfoliant from Philosophy. It is the micro delivery face wash. Somehow they changed the formulation, so it's not that heavy microbeading that I'm used to, which doesn't bother me, but it's not the same. Definitely I can tell it's different, a lot milder. But that is something that I use, and it's gentle enough to use daily, so I use it daily. But I would say if you're going to use an exfoliant, find a really good one that you can use to exfoliate the skin, and going to your esthetician and seeing if you need to do a chemical peel, because that also helps to minimize your pores, and a charcoal mask or a clay mask, making sure that you're pulling those impurities that you're subjected to when you go outside, to sweat, to the free radicals, to dirt, all of that residue that's building up in the pores. You're making sure to pull all of that out. Even the excess sebum that happens from within, you're pulling all of that out so the pores don't find themselves being clogged and exacerbated. So definitely incorporating a clay or a charcoal mask into your skincare routine would be very, very helpful with minimizing the appearance of your enlarged pores. Another thing too is we want to make sure that we're using an SPF, right? We want to make sure it's from 30 to 50. A really good SPF really does help. The Australian Gold is a really great SPF that I have recommended on this channel before, as well as the one that I'm using right now. It's from Banana Boat, and it is the Ultra Sport. This is water resistant as well as sweat resistant. So those are a few recommendations there. All right, friends, so I had to record the last part of this video inside my closet because the dogs outside were barking and it was filtering into my video. So this question is about acne scars. How do I get rid of my acne scars? To the beautiful woman that asked me that question, here's the thing, it's not a one-size-fits-all treatment. The thing is, there's so many different types of acne that leaves different types of scars. For example, you have cystic acne that goes deep within the skin, and what that leaves is what seems like wells in the skin, the scars that are left behind. So ice picks, bot scars, pock marks, that's some of the names that they give to those types of scars. Or you can end up with keloids, or just hyperpigmentation. The acne leaves and it leaves that black discoloration onto the skin. So, your dermatologist will have to determine what type of scar do you have and what type of treatment to administer. I encourage you to check out all of my previous videos up to this point where we covered acne in depth on the different types of acne, AHAs, BHAs, PHAs, how to get rid of hyperpigmentation, that kind of thing. Sometimes it can be a quick fix if it's just, slight hyperpigmentation. They'll tell you to do an exfoliant and just use a brightening mask, right? Or, your dermatologist will say, okay, we'll need to do laser treatment, or we'll need to do fillers, or we'll administer a retinoid. There's also a chemical peel that is called a TCA chemical peel, which is a trichloroacetic acid, where they use a small applicator, they go into that scar, bring in that treatment, it burns the wall of the ice pick or box scar down, and then brings about the healing, and then you're golden. But again, this is one that your dermatologist will definitely be able to speak intelligently to you on based off of your specific acne scar. So hopefully you all found this video helpful. Hopefully it wasn't too much. If you all have any questions, definitely leave it down below. My next video, I will be talking about dandruff, because that's a question I've heard a ton. How do I deal with dandruff? And I thought I talked about this before, but again, when you have new viewers who haven't seen my previous videos, it's really good to regurgitate content again, just to keep everything as a revision for a lot of us and keeping us mindful of the content, as well as to a new viewer getting, for them, the first time new information. So hopefully you all found this helpful. I'll see you in my next video. Definitely follow me on Seankbeauty on Instagram. I am about to get even more active there, doing more giveaways. I'm really excited about my platforms and watching them grow, and I'm so grateful to all of you for allowing me the opportunity to be a part of your homes, your time, and your lives, because I'm still working. Oh, that number has increased, but I'm still working with a number of you ladies outside of the YouTube platform, and you're getting the great results. So thank you for letting me be a part of your lives in the scope of your skincare journey. I'll see you all in my next one. Ciao for now.